So I just had a visitor stop by my house. Alex from my favorite bookstore, Birdie's Bookstore, just dropped off this huge box of books. It is the first shipment of books for the Classroom Library giveaway. Every year to celebrate another year of First Chapter Fridays, I give away a copy of every book I've added to my channel. And so I placed that whole order with Alex, and then she brings me the books, and I sent her the order on like Monday, and the first shipment has already arrived, and I'm just so stinking excited. So I thought I would just open it up and show you what ones are in here, and as I do this, tell you a little bit more about the giveaway. It's for middle school ELA teachers, grades 5 through 9. Really 6 through 8 is the sweet spot, but you could probably stretch it to 5 through 9. 50 plus books and a whole lot more. So let's see, let's unbox here and see what some of these books are that we are giving away. And there's like a really wide variety here. Case in point, we have some graphic novels like Muhammad Najim, War Reporter. We have some nonfiction books like All 13. You can see it's a Newbery Honor Award winner from Christina Soontorn-Vatt. This is a true story about the kids who were trapped in the cave, the Thai soccer team. And then conveniently enough, I read this the same time that I read A World Below by Wesley King, which is like a fictional version of kids trapped in a cave. Great duo there, love it. This one, speaking of duos, this is two amazing authors, Kwame Alexander and James Patterson, and half of this novel is told in prose and half of it's told in poetry, all about Muhammad Ali when he was growing up and what his life was like as a kid and how he became that world-renowned boxer. Explorer Academy by Trudy Truitt, you guys, this is the only, listen to this, the only fiction book that National Geographic has ever published. It's a series. If you like puzzles, if you like geography, if you like studying the world, this is such a cool book, and it's so like the quality in this book, in the pages, in the illustrations, and the way that it's put together. Like this is an amazing book. Legacy of the Queen by the late Kobe Bryant and Annie Matthew. They teamed up Kobe's ideas, Annie's writing together in this amazing fantasy story about tennis. Project F by Jean Duprow. Coyote Lost and Found from Dan Gemeinhart. Freaking bawled my eyes out in the best possible way. Louder Than Hunger by John Shu. I think I read this book in like 2 days. Even though it's huge, it's a novel in verse and it goes so fast. It's a book about hard things, but we love books about hard things, you guys, because they help us get through the hard things. And even if we're not the one having the hard things, if it's somebody in our life having the hard things, this book teaches us how to do that, and it's so, so, so good. Thank you, John, for writing this book. One of my favorite things, basketball. Free Throws, Friendships, and Other Things We Fouled Up. Gotta love a good use of alliteration. And a story about college basketball, which March Madness, huge fan, love it. Ebb and Flow is by another Wisconsin writer. Gotta love our Midwest girls. Kelly Baptist. And this is a story about two people from two different perspectives. They are in a fight. Neither one thinks they're wrong. And we get both sides of the story in this book. Oh, I just finished reading this one like last week. And you guys, it might be like my favorite book I read all year. OCD or O.C. Daniel. It is the most layered storytelling that I have experienced in a long time. This book is like about everything and about specific things all at once. It's so good. This one surprised me. Okay, I bought it because I'm obsessed with the cover. Look how stinking cool that is. I think I found it at like Walmart. But it's a fantastic fantasy story. At first I was disappointed because the main characters were dinosaurs and I thought it was going to be like Jurassic World because my husband and I super love those movies, my kids too. And so then when I first started reading and found out the main characters were dinosaurs, I was kind of like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. Stinking loved it. Super good adventure story. This one is an anthology. See, I told you we have like, I keep getting deeper into my box. I told you all the things, all the different kinds of so far we've had novel and verse, we've had graphic novel, nonfiction, we've had prose. This is an anthology, which means that a bunch of people wrote a few short stories to put into this. So it's called The Haunted States of America. One story for each of the 50 states. My friend Sylvia wrote one of them, another Wisconsin author, Sylvia Acevedo. And then I think out of all of them, my favorite was written by Dusty Bowling. She's great and in here as well. Gamerville by Johnny Christmas. I loved Johnny's book Swim Team that I read and shared with y'all last year. So when I knew he was coming out with a new book, I had to include it. Another graphic novel, Duel by Jessica Bagley. This book looks at sibling rivalry in the most honest way I've ever seen in a story. Usually people try to sugarcoat things. Not Jessica. She tells the real hard, honest truth in this book. And I learned a lot more about a sport I didn't know anything about, fencing. Great book. The Girl Who Drank the Moon, Newbery straight up Newbery Award winner, and it's so good. It is a beautiful fantasy. If you like high fantasy, epic fantasy, like real hardcore fantasy, you will love this magical book. The Wrong Way Home was so interesting, you guys. This book is about cults, about like secret society, like don't let you out of the house, cult. But it's wrapped around something that I feel passionately about the environment and like being better for the planet. And so it's super interesting to see how the main character believes what her cult leader is telling her, and how maybe I believed it a little bit too, but how it got twisted into something ugly and wrong, and how she and her mom get away. So great, so great. Battle Royale is another graphic novel about a baking competition. If you love the Food Network or the Food Network, if you love the Food Network and like Holiday Baking Championship and all that kind of stuff, you will love this book. It's got a little romance too. Okay, when I said that OCD Daniel was my favorite book that I read this year, it's true. This is fantastic, but this is probably another one that I loved just as much. And it's kind of a shocker to me, you guys, because if you know me, you know that I don't like dogs. Like, I don't like any animals, and it's okay. We can all like different things, and I know that you'll still love me even though I don't like dogs. So I was shocked when I loved this book that has a dog on the cover. First of all, it's also a gorgeous cover. You can see it's award-winning. It's another book about hard things, but done in such a beautiful way. Kenneth Cadell, like gold star. I mean, silver stars, right? But gold star. Loved it. Enemies in the Orchard is two things that I love, novel and verse, and historical fiction. It's about World War II, which I don't always super love. I'm a vivid dreamer, so I have a hard time with that, but this book does it in such a great way, and it actually looks at what was going on here in the United States instead of placing it in one of the war-torn countries, and a perspective that I hadn't considered before. So definitely. Okay, and you guys, this is just the first shipment, okay? I've got the horrible bag of terrible things, Attack of the Black Rectangles, Frindle, Pony, Parachute Kids, The Maze Runner. Some of these are classics that have been around forever, and some of them are newer, like Bomb, another graphic novel, All Is Not Lost, another graphic novel. Here two really old classics from my childhood that I couldn't not share with you. Sideways Stories from Wayside School, The Boxcar Children, and then Invisible, and I'm to the bottom of my box. But you guys, this is only like half of the books that are included in the giveaway, and so if you want to be in the giveaway, enter before midnight on New Year's Eve, and I'll put the link, all the places in my social media, links, bio, in the video description box of everything on my website, amandazieba.com. You can enter one time before midnight on New Year's Eve. I'll be picking the winner January 2nd. There's a whole bunch of other great things, like a free membership to the Word Nerd Collaborative, which is my membership for middle school ELA teachers. There's some really great swag from Mr. Penn, a teacher-run supply company. Like all that stuff that you love to buy before school, like highlighters and Post-it notes and sticky notes and like all, like so many great things. Pens, really cute paper clips. So thank you to Mr. Penn for donating those as well. And I sent out an email to all of the authors involved, and they are showing up big time. Every time I open my inbox, there's another author saying, hey, I'll send you some stuff. How about some bookmarks? How about a tote bag? How about a signed copy? How about a signed whole series? So stay tuned, keep watching. This is going to be so great. And I would love for you to win it. So enter midnight, New Year's Eve. 2024 Classroom Library 2024 Classroom Library giveaway from me, Amanda Zieba, the Word Nerd. See you again next time. Happy reading.